The next concept is origin of magnetic moment. Origin of magnetic moment. How the property of magnetism is shown by some materials is explained by the concept of origin of magnetic moment, and we are going to derive the formula for the Bohr magneton. So we know that every substance is made up of large number of molecules or atoms. Every substance is made with large number of molecules or atoms. Simply, what is a solid? We define solid as collection of atoms or molecules. The magnetic properties of the material are due to the motion of electrons around the nucleus in the atom. We know that in solids we have collection of atoms, and each atom in turn contain a core called a nucleus, and around the nucleus the electrons will be moving in different orbitals. Thus, the magnetic property of the materials are due to the motion of electrons around the nucleus in the atoms. Every atom is associated with orbital and spin motion. So here, if you consider an atom in turn contains a core called nucleus, and around the nucleus the electrons will be moving in a circular orbit. Is an assumption, isn't it? Here every electron is associated with orbital and spin motion. Here the electron moves around the nucleus. The electron orbits around the nucleus, and while orbiting, these electrons spin about itself. Okay, so every electron is associated with orbital. So each and every electron has an orbital motion as well as a spin motion. Orbital is because of the spinning of the electron around the nucleus, and the spin motion is due to the spinning of the electron within itself. Okay, so మనం చెప్తూ ఉంటాం జనరల్గా భూమి తన చుట్టూ తాను తిరుగుతూ సూర్యుని చుట్టూ తిరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సూర్యుని చుట్టూ తిరిగేటువంటి దాన్ని మనం ఆర్బిటల్ అనుకుంటే, ఓకే, తన చుట్టూ తాను తిరిగేటువంటి దాన్ని మనం స్పిన్ మోషన్గా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం. The orbital motion of the electron around the nucleus is imagined as a current carrying circular loop having no resistance. So మనం ఏదైతే orbital motion of the electron అనుకుంటున్నామో which is moving around the nucleus, దాన్ని మనం ఎలా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తున్నాము అంటే the electron is considered to be moving or orbiting around the nucleus similar to a current carrying circular loop, and it has no resistance. As a result, a magnetic field around the atom, okay, which results in the magnetic field around the atom. The continuous flow of charges, electron is nothing but a charged particle. The continuous orbiting of the electron around the nucleus, okay, flow of charges in a circular coil produces currents, and these currents in turn produces magnetic field. Okay, hence every atom in a material acts as a tiny magnet. Now, because of this, every atom in a material acts as a tiny magnet. Here a positive is a nucleus and electron is negatively charged particle, and this orbiting electron is considered as a charge which is flowing in a circular coil. Flowing charges produces currents, and these currents in turn produces magnetic field. This is how a magnetic property is arranged in materials. So generally the origin of magnetic moment in atoms, the permanent magnetic moment can arise due to the orbital magnetic moment of the electrons, the spin magnetic moment of the electrons, and spin magnetic moment of the nucleus. Total the magnetic moments are produced due to the orbital magnetic moment of the electrons. ఎలక్ట్రాన్ న్యూక్లియస్ చుట్టూ తిరగడం వల్ల మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ మూమెంట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. ఆర్బిటింగ్, ఓకే, తన ఆర్బిట్లో తాను మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంది అరౌండ్ ద న్యూక్లియస్. సో దిస్ పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్ యాక్ట్స్ యాజ్ ఏ one pole and the negative charge acts as another pole. That's why these magnetic moments are arranged due to electrons, and while moving around, while orbiting around the nucleus, the electrons spin about itself. So spin magnetic moment is erased, and nucleus also spin around itself. So the spin of the nucleus has also to be considered, but nucleus is heavier. So we need to, the maximum magnetic moment is reduced to the orbital magnetic moment of the electrons. So this is what we people are discussing it. Here, this is a core called nucleus, and this is an electron, and the electron mass is m. Electrons are negatively charged particle. The distance between the nucleus and the electron is considered as a radius r, nothing but the radius of the circular orbit, and this electron is moving with a velocity v, and omega is the angular frequency or angular velocity, and t be the period of revolution, okay, the time taken by this electron to orbit around this nucleus, okay. So the magnetic moment mu L, the magnetic moment mu L is equal to I into A. The magnetic moment mu L can be written as I into A. So what is this magnetic moment? So define magnetic moment. The product of one of the pole strength and distance between the two poles is known as magnetic dipole moment, and it is represented with mu L. So if you consider this as one pole and this as another pole, and these two poles are separated by a distance of r, the product of pole strength into the distance between the two poles is a magnetic dipole moment, and it is given by mu L is equal to, in terms of current, you are going to write it as mu L is equal to I into A. Here A is nothing but area of the orbit, the area of the orbit in which the electron is moving, and I is the current through the orbit due to the orbital motion of electron. These flowing charges produces current. So because of the orbital motion of the electron, current is generated. So current I can be represented as the charge flowing through the coil per second, isn't it? That is what you are going to write, isn't it? So current I is equal to minus E by T, okay. I is equal to E by T. E is nothing but the charge. Here the charge of the electron is considered as negative, so minus E by T. Substitute the value of this I. Substitute the value of I is equal to E by T in this equation, you are going to get mu L is equal to minus I E by T into A is area and the area is pi r square. So mu L is equal to minus I by T into pi r square. So mu L is equal to, multiply and divide this term by 2. You are going to get mu L is equal to minus E into 2 pi r square by 2t. And we know that the angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So in the place of 2 pi by t, I am going to substitute omega. So the equation becomes mu L is equal to minus E by 2 into omega r square. Now multiply this term with, multiply and divide the term with m. You are going to get mu L is equal to minus E by 2m into m omega r square. But we know that m omega r square is equal to the angular momentum of the electron given by PL. So therefore, the mu L can be written as minus E by 2m into PL, where PL is nothing but m omega r square. In some books, this Pm can be represented as capital L suffix L. Here the negative sign represents both the angular momentum and the magnetic moment are on the same line, but these two are oppositely directed. According to Bohr quantization condition, this angular momentum PL is equal to LH by 2 pi, where L is taking the values of 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, is an orbital quantum number. L is nothing but your orbital quantum number. So this is the rule of Bohr quantization condition. PL is equal to LH by 2 pi. Substitute the value of PL in this above equation. You are going to get mu L is equal to minus EH by 4 pi m into L, where L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. But according to the quantum theory, L, the principal quantum number L, is equal to root of L into L plus 1. Hence the above equation converts to mu L is equal to minus EH by 4 pi m root L into L plus 1, where L takes the values from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Here mu L is equal to, this EH by 4 pi m is considered as a Bohr magneton and it is represented with the letter mu b. So mu L is equal to mu b root L into L plus 1, where L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and the value of EH by 4 pi m. Here E is the charge of the electron, H is the Planck's constant, 4 is a constant, pi 3.14 is a constant, and mass of the electron is a constant. On substituting all these values, you are going to get a constant which is equal to 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square. So this is the minimum value of a magnetic moment of an atom. So EH by 4 pi m is known as Bohr magneton, and it is equal to 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 ampere meter square. So this is your magnetic moment which is arised due to the orbital motion of the electron. Now, while the electron is orbiting around the nucleus, it spins around itself. So when a magnetic moment is obtained through the spin motion of the electron, then it is called spin magnetic moment of the electron. Substituting the magnetic spin angular momentum S in the equation 2 instead of L. So here instead of L we are going to substitute, here L is nothing but your PL. Okay, PL. Instead of this PL I am going to substitute the value S. You are going to get mu S is equal to minus C by 2m into S, that is equal to minus C by 2m into EMS. According to Bohr quantization, this S can be taken as MSH by 2 pi. Therefore, you are going to get here MS is nothing but the spin which represents the spin motion of the electron, and the spin is represented with the plus half or minus half. So, you are going to get 1 by 2 EH by 4 pi m. So, the value of the spin magnetic moment of the electron is half time the Bohr magneton. So, the spin magnetic moment is half of the Bohr magneton. Next, along with the orbital motion of the electron and spin motion of the electron, the magnetic moment also arises due to the nuclear spin. So, the atomic nucleus possesses intrinsic spin called a nuclear spin, and hence a magnetic moment is associated with it. When a magnetic moment is obtained through the spin motion of the nucleus, then it is spin magnetic moment of the nucleus. The nuclear magnetic moment is expressed in the unit of nuclear magnetic moment mu b as mu b is equal to EH by 4 pi m. Here MP is nothing but representing the nuclear mass. On substituting the value of E, here the charge of the nucleus is taken as a positive. So EH by 4 pi MP, you are going to get 5.05 into 10 to the power of minus 29 ampere meter square. So this is the Bohr magneton for the nuclear magnetic moment. So as a whole, the magnetic moment arises due to the orbital motion of the electron plus spinning of the electron plus nuclear motion of the electron. So the total magnetic moment arises due to orbital motion of the electron, spin motion of the electron, and a nuclear spin. This is how a magnetic moment arises in a material.